How's it going, Gold Squadron community? As you guys know, for most of our content, we strive to make it family friendly. For the 6 games of Swiss for the Ace Flight Club Championship, we are actually rating it as PG-13, aka not family friendly. So if you are sensitive to either foul language or crude humor, I would suggest you not watch the Swiss games for this if you are, again, sensitive to that. If you're fine with that and you don't have any issues, then hopefully you enjoy the game. Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 6 of the Aces Flight Club Championship. Super excited here. We have our first ever potential Foresight giveaway. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But today I'm joined by not 1, not 2, but 3 beautiful people. Jonah Piscani's been killing it on stats today. What's up, Jonah?
Hey, Dion. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for recognizing. It's been a great day. Excited to see this last round.
Ryan Farmer joining us for the last couple rounds.
That's me.
And Darren Granger's been with us all day.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, now we'll explain the Foresight giveaway in a second, but before we do that, we need to do 2 things. We're going to open up the Choose Your Champion poll, and we're going to remind you that this round and all of our rounds today have been brought to you by the Galactic Championship Series. Tickets are on sale now, goldsquadronpodcast.com. Click the link in the description below or type !Galaxies in the chat. Looking forward to it. I'm about to hit the button to open up the bets, and bets have been started. All right, so let's do this. Darren, go ahead and read Dan's list. Ryan, read Tara's list, and we will get started with the Foresight giveaways.
Okay.
Excellent. So on the left,
so Tara's got a Jedi Knight.
I hate you.
And so I wanted to do it at the same time. Dion didn't specify.
I said in order. I said Darren and then Ryan.
You go first.
Even D can follow simple instructions, Ryan. So
I disagree.
On the left-hand side, when he's taking his meds, he can. On the left-hand side of the screen, we've got Dan, who's flying the Separatist list. He has got 4 of the HMP gunships. He's got a Geonosian prototype with synced laser cannons ×2. We then have an Onderon Oppressor with Diamond Boron missiles, Kraken, and then another Onderon Oppressor with Magpulse warheads and the Dark Probe droids. All of them have the Repulsor stabilizers. So for those not familiar with the Geonosian prototype, it's why you perform a missile or cannon attack. You may remove 1 tracked token from the defender to reroll up to 2 attack dice. Now that's not going to come into effect in this game at all, but it does give them the double cannon slot with the synced laser cannons. And then the Onderon Oppressor is, after you barrel roll or side slip, if you are stressed, gain 1 calculate token. So it effectively gives them the barrel roll calculate action, or the side slip maneuver. They can do it while stressed and still gain a calculate. So, yep. So over to you, Farmer.
Yeah, so we are looking at a Republic squad on the right side of your screen, and starting out with something we're pretty familiar with, 4 Jedi Knights, except one of them is sporting Delta B, and 3 of them are going calibrated laser targeting. So they're going to lose those 2 shields that the Delta B provides, but gain back some agility, and their attack is back to 2 dice on these guys. And then a really interesting splash from the saved points on reducing the Delta 7B down. You're getting a Loyalist Volunteer in the V-Wing with Connor Nets and the config Alpha 3B Besh. And for those of you listening that are wondering what that config does, there are 2 of them. There's Esk and Besh, but Besh gives you that bomb slot. And while you perform primary attack, you may spend your lock on the defender to change one of your blank or eyeball results to a hit result. So spending locks to, it's kind of that advanced optics light sort of situation. Locks and really helps the offense of the 2 die there, spending the lock to convert those, give you that added flexibility. So pretty cool configuration there. That is only 2 points. If you're looking at sort of how the squad operates, 4 initiative 3s and those Jedi Knights, and then the initiative 2 and the Loyalist Volunteer.
Awesome. Well, now we're going to get into our first ever Foresight giveaway. By the way, props to Darren Granger for the name. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's officially it is stolen and GSP property. Let us continue.
It's fine.
So, Jonah, Ryan, and Darren, I have assigned each of you a faction, okay? So we got Jonah, the Rebels, Ryan, Empire, and Darren, Scum and Villainy. We have the new Squadron packs, Phoenix Cell, Skystrike Academy, and Fugitives and Collaborators. You guys are going to make a prediction for the game, an unlikely scenario. If this scenario does end up happening in the game, we will give away whatever your guess was and your faction to the Twitch chat who was watching live right now. So we'll go ahead, and Ryan, you said you were ready to go.
I'm ready.
What is your Foresight prediction?
My Foresight prediction, Dion, is the pink Geonosian prototype, number pink, in the final round of the game will get the shot that either gets a kill or half points to put Dan ahead to win the game.
Okay, to kill or half to win. All righty, got it notated down in our book of the wills. What about you, Darren?
So my prediction was going to be because this has got to be an unlikely thing to happen. It was Ryan Farmer predicting something correctly.
Ah, man. Ireland will win, but Crumb will catch the snitch.
Because now the thing is, if Ryan Farmer predicts that something correctly, that means you've got to give away 2.
But then they have less to root for.
They have less to root for. You got to give them something else.
So.
Come on.
So my unlikely prediction is that a ship is ioned onto an object, and that is what kills that ship.
Okay, there you go. Ship ioned.
With what? How is that? How going to happen?
Cononet.
Oh,
Disable
Cononet.
power regulator.
interesting. Okay.
It's got to be unlikely, Farmer.
I forgot about the Connornet. Excellent.
Yeah, you missed it in your,
well,
list
Dan.
breakdown.
Hopefully, Dan doesn't forget about the Connornet because that could be bad. And what about you, Jonah?
All right, my unlikely event is that Tara here, with one of her 3 CLT Jedi, can line up at least 2 ships in her bullseye and then get a kill with that ship that round.
Okay. 2 ship in bullseye plus the kill.
2 enemy ships or any ships?
Let's go enemy ship.
Enemy ships, yeah.
Are those 2 different Jedi Knights with CLT in the bullseye then? On the same ship?
One specific, one of the 3 CLT Jedi Knights has to have at least 2 HMPs in the bullseye, and then that Jedi needs to kill something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. These are fantastic. So those are your Foresight predictions. It is written down in the Book of the Wills, and if either any of those, any and all, come true, then that just triggers some giveaways. So this is fantastic. I think this is something we're going to keep doing in the future. It is this is
fun.
Some good fun. All right,
I mean, we all saw it in the last game. I predicted a dice roll, and it was 100% accurate.
Now, the next thing I want to go ahead and point out is thank you to everybody who's participating in Choose Your Champion. There's still a minute left. I will say I was comfortable with our pace because I don't expect these guys to just dive right in. They are playing super cagey. The HMPs are meant to be cagey. And, Tara's not coming to Dan either. So we'll see where this ends up. D has a watchful eye, and if he feels that they're not engaging, he may have a word. But hey, that's not my call to make. I pay D to make those calls. Now, right now, Choose Your Champion. If we're looking at the favorite, Tara Devlin right now is the favorite with 56% of the vote, 44 on Dan's side. Now, Darren, who do you think has the advantage in this matchup?
It's a really tough call. It's a good matchup. The challenge is these HMPs have the time on target with that 180 arc and the ability to side slip. I just hope we don't get, for want of a better phrase, a boring game with Dan just doing the hard turns in the corner, delaying the engagement. Like, personally, it's not the kind of game that I like to play or do or watch. But as you said, that's what you've got D here for, to keep an eye on the game. I think probably the Jedi have the edge in this match, just with having the three that have got that added agility, and you've got the fourth one there with the big gun. I don't really see what the Loyalist Volunteer brings to the list. Personally, I'm not seeing it yet. Yeah, the Coronet's great, but I'm not seeing what that ship in itself brings that something else couldn't. But my money would go on to Tara.
All right, what about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I have continually underestimated these HMP gunships, and I keep doing it. They move in such a way that it's difficult, if you haven't had games against them, to sort of get a solid handle on the way in which they get around the board, right? Mm-hmm. And as Darren mentioned, they have a deceptively high time on target as well. They are really good at catching players off guard. But that being said, I am having a hard time betting against Jedi Knights recently, even though these are 3 with CLT rather than the Delta 7B. But that actually is kind of a feature in this matchup. The Loyalist Volunteer with the Connornets, despite your confusion, Darren, I think could actually be one of the bright shining spots here, because if that Connornet is placed in a correct avenue or lane or place, it can really limit the way Dan gets around the board if he's not careful.
Yeah, no, I guess for me, it's probably the use of Connornet over something like thermal detonators.
Sure.
You get so much value out of thermal detonators. It's just adding a different element to the game. It's adding that that control, as you say.
Yeah.
Because you're putting the net out and you block off a lane, and the Loyalist Volunteer is maneuverable enough then to get around and not be too affected by it. I think one of the key things that I probably didn't mention in my summary is, because Tara is second player, these Jedi Knights have got full board knowledge of where these HMPs are going to be, which allows her to then line up those bullseye arcs for the calibrated.
Yeah, the 2-point bid helps Tara a lot, no doubt.
Now, looking at that right now, my question is, you see the HMPs are starting to creep up slowly. Obviously, they still have opportunities to dip back into the corner. But the delayed engagement does help out the HMPs in the fact that they're able to set up those locks pretty early. That gets that in the network aim. There it is. Going. If you're not familiar with that network aim, for every target lock out there, every friendly target lock, that's equal to a reroll for those HMPs. So looking forward to seeing how that plays.
The Among Us locks are great.
Yes, how that plays in this matchup.
Yeah, it's always an interesting one. There are a couple of things in the Separatist list that I really, really like with these HMPs, and that's the Dark One probe droids and Kraken. I played a fair amount with the HMPs when they first came out with various different munitions and things like that. I wasn't too sold on the Geonosian prototypes. I understand, obviously, the benefit with the sync laser cannons. It's a 3-dice gun. You're going to have calculates, and you're going to have the target lock. So you've got those passive mods built in, and the ability to pick up a couple of locks here and there. They will struggle a little bit more in this game because of the number of ships that Dan's against. which again is another thing that adds to the strength of this Jedi list, is that 5-ship list, there's only 4 HMPs, so that means they're not able to have multiple locks against a single target. So if they were up against, say, the double fire sprays or kind of a 3-ship list, you'd be able to stack multiple locks onto one ship and give yourselves those additional rerolls.
I mean, with a 4-ship list, you're essentially setting up fire control system on a bunch of ships for you, and we know that fire control system is a very solid upgrade for those sensor carrying ships. Now the Jedi,
you're getting a bit of a discount because you're paying 5-6 points for the dark probe droids.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you've got the built-in ship ability to be able to re-roll that die.
A couple notes here. Terra needs to be a little careful not to leave that loyalist hanging out to dry on the bottom, and also needs to be aware of where how tough it is to actually flank these things. Traditionally, if you see the ships moving diagonally across the board or starting to pivot towards one side or the other, you think it'll leave them exposed to come in with your ships around the other side. And with these HMPs, it's really tough to do that. But what I like what Terra's doing here is casting a pretty big net. You can see that almost like the death circle that is being created on the top of the board there. So I think if a Connor net can be dropped in a really strategic position, it'll help Terra keep as much firepower as possible onto these HMPs.
Yeah, she's definitely got to have a multi-vectored attack, to use a technical term there. But yeah, it's something that she can absolutely leverage, because you're absolutely right. With these Geonosian prototypes, being able to do that side slip now, they're in a really strong position to be able to go either to the right or the left, and just spread that arc wide with the 180-degree fire arc that they've got.
Really quickly here, the bets are open for just a little bit longer. I do have to manually close them, so as they start closing in, I will close it. You will have no warning when they will be closed. They will simply be closed. Go ahead.
I'm a little surprised, Dion, why didn't shoot at the probe droids, unless they're going to do that now.
Yeah, they're about to now.
Just locked over there.
Yeah. Seems like a smart idea, just to, if you can, take it out. They already done their job, so it's not like Dan really cares. But then again, if you might as well do it for free if it's free.
Exactly. Right now, it doesn't cost you anything to shoot at it. Later on in the game, if one of those HMPs needs to reacquire a lock on an enemy Jedi that disengaged or something like that, keeping that around could end up being detrimental. We have seen it before. Don't forget that you can shoot those remotes.
And don't forget, you sometimes must if you have ATP.
That's right. Yeah,
Panic.
Closest possible target in an attack range for sure. I've seen some heartbreak on the ATP before. Like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this ship. Like, no.
No, you're not.
You shoot those probe droids. You shoot those buzz droids.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to see a shot here into the probe droids.
Yeah, no reason not to. How much health do they have, Dion? 2?
Just one, don't they?
One?
The probe droids?
Yeah,
but they have 3 agility though.
What is there's a device with 2, isn't there? That I can't remember
Is
which
it the
one.
sensor boy?
Yeah, it might be the boy.
Boys.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, ha, got him.
And it's gone off the board. Like I said, take them while you can.
Yeah, target practice. Wow. All right, well.
Yeah, it's not costing you anything. You've got no other shot, so take it. And it just limits the tactical options in later rounds, because at some point these prototypes, the HMPs are going to want to reacquire a lock on something, because the idea is they should be killing stuff.
Now,
I
one
like
of the
how thematic the squad is. I like when we see, separatists versus Republic, and
Space Wizards.
Empire versus Jedi, or Empire versus Rebels, and that when we get the thematic
Scum versus everyone.
scum versus the world. Yeah.
I loved the last weekend during the veteran championship, we had players filling out the AMG form, even though we weren't using because there was an option there. Oh, we didn't use the special rules. The fact that it was like light side or dark, or it was like what faction, light side or dark side, and then Scum was like,
Yeah.
It depends. I guess it's from
more.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, as an aside, I know it's not X-Wing related, but I don't know whether any of you follow the Legion reveals that they've got, but basically they've revealed effectively like a battle caravan for the Rebels. It's like an A5 hover speeder thing, but effectively it's Lone Star's Winnebago from Spaceballs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's wild.
Like, look at it, and I can't see anything other than the Winnebago from Spaceballs.
Actually, Dion, you need to get that thing painted in Gold Squadron colors and put it on your mantle. I'm not even kidding.
Somebody get me a link so I know what we're talking about, because I have no
Someone
idea.
sent Dion the link to the new van for Rebels for Legion. It is. We got to get that thing painted Gold Squadron up. Like, it is just asking for it.
Well, you probably want like three. You want one painted up as the Winnebago from Spaceballs. You want one painted up as the A-Team van, and then you want another one that just has free candy on the side.
Not that third one. There it is. And Kiyoshi just put it in the chat for you, Dion. It is excellent.
Oh, this thing. Okay. Yeah.
That needs to be on your mantle.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Maybe I can get one of our Paint Wars participants so I can convince them to paint one up.
What if I wanted to be a participant on Paint Wars, Dion?
Well, that means you'll have to wait for Season 2 applications to open, which will...
Don't all these cooking competitions have, like, their celebrity episodes, right? Where they, like...
Yeah, but who's the celebrity?
Well, not me. This is not related at all.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to say.
I mean, you're right. You're right. We hadn't planned one. Maybe.
I actually just want to be involved because I think it's fun.
We can find a place for you in Paint Wars, Ryan. We can find a place for you. I know things have been crazy. The world's been crazy.
Oh, wait. We'll talk. I want to guest judge. I want to be that, like, oh, we're bringing in Ryan Farmer, like this guy, and then I can come up with like all these awful reasons why someone like didn't do, like, these very subjective reasons why they didn't do very well on a challenge, and then they can complain about the guest judge. That happens in every single one of the competitions.
Well, I will tell you, thematics, according to the prompts, are weighted as heavily as technique. So that is where you can destroy somebody's opportunity to win.
I just don't think they've really captured the spirit of the rebellion in this paint job. That's me. That's my snooty.
You found a way to sound even more pretentious, Farmer.
I sure did. All I did was have to pretend I was talking like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
People are going to think we actually hate each other.
Yeah, we're in love. Darren and I we've slept in the same couch before.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. that just made me burst out laughing.
We were at Worlds. It was that place we had at Worlds was great. Anyway,
am I not great at finding places to stay?
You are. That was top notch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And it looks like we have this little V-Wing who's kind of been hanging out by itself, saying, okay, I'll take some shots. And you can see that it's good.
Yeah, this V-Wing, like, I'm surprised Dan's just letting it be where it wants to be.
Just sneaking in there.
It's just the V. Well, it's just the V wing, right? And he's going to take some return shots from the purple Onderon Oppressor. Which, look, this is a calculated decision, deciding to take the target lock on that purple HMP because it does have the return shot potentially, and saying, hey, you know what? If you come over here, we're going to trade some shots. Now it does end up slide slipping closer, likely range 2, and if the other HMP follows
I'm sure the other
suit,
one is going to side slip as well.
Mm-hmm. As the other one follows suit, we'll have a second one in arc as well.
If Tara comes in fast now, she's got a real good chance of making them split their fire. I mean, Blue Jedi Knight can't really come in fast, but and that's the one that you kind of, that's your big gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But red, green, and yellow have all got options of trying to come in and close the distance here.
Well, it's really nice that Tara's playing slightly more conservative with that blue one, because you want to be able to use that hammer towards the end, maybe when you've already taken one off the board, and it's at less risk of being focus fired down.
Yeah, absolutely. With having the lower agility, it's more susceptible to being even just chipped away at with these 2 dice guns. But this is probably some really good range control here from Tara as well. Just slow rolling in, probably just going to be in range of 1, maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's that splitting fire piece.
And something these HMPs are very, very, very good at is keeping their backs to the edge of the board once you've practiced enough with them. It's actually really hard to get behind them because of their wonky side slipping. They can, you look how well Dan has positioned himself.
Yeah, I think the only thing that from next turn is, though, because of where they are positioned and because their stabilizers aren't active, it means that they can't do the side slip here, so they're probably going to turn towards green, which again isn't too bad because of where yellow is. They're not going to be able to get in behind or on the flank, so they can be so defensive.
By the way, really quickly, if you're not on your game for those side slips, you're not entirely sure how they work, you can check out our episode of X-Wing Quick Tips on how to side slip. We go through step by step how it works. We give you pictures. We show you all the possibilities. I want to tell you, the possibilities are wide and vast. They usually just end up doing them on 2 hearts and 2 banks, but there are a lot of possibilities. Check that out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gold Squadron Podcast.
That's where I go for all my X-Wing content.
Bam. And yes, my shorthand for the if you want a shorthand for the side slip, it's basically just lean back. Lean back. Mm-hmm. And that's the side slip.
Someone should put a little recliner chair on the top of those HMPs.
Love it. Well, with the engagement coming up here, the betting is now closed officially. It's a fish. It's done.
I think I really do like how Tara's planning her approach here, just being very conservative, not biting too hard. I think a lot of players go too early and too heavy into these HMPs, not realizing how squirrely they are, and they get kind of trapped. But hopefully, the one place she has been aggressive is with that V-Wing, and we'll see if there's punishment there.
All right, 2 hits and opportunity to...
6 shield.
Yeah, all right, just going to go ahead and take it. No defensive tokens on there.
Yeah. 2 shields, 2 hull on these things. But I'm pretty sure she's only taking 2 shots. Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just purple and the teal.
Yeah.
Yeah, these rock formations are going to cause a few problems for the Onderon Oppressors, for the HMPs a little bit next turn.
And 2 blanks from downtown. That is one of the CLT Jedi end up using the Predator reroll. No, why did they reroll?
Nope,
Was
it's
there
evade.
target lock out there?
Yeah, there's a target lock onto green. So these are that was the Onderon oppressors.
Sorry, yeah, I have my initiatives backwards. Got it. It was the other way around. They were firing at the Jedi Knight. Here's the Jedi Knight. Yeah, he's got it unobstructed at purple. You do that to focus fire with the V-Wing.
Yeah, not only that, you've got the bullseye as well for CLT.
And got 2, can make it 3 if he wants.
Yeah, you make it 3. You make it 3.
Here's the roll.
Evidently not.
Looks like he decided not to.
Surprised me, because I don't think that Jedi Knight's taking much back in return. Yep, you shoot the probe droids.
Get those probe droids. Get them.
And got him. 2. Lionheart in the chat said went 5-1. Gonna make it into the cut tomorrow, and that's it. Those probe droids do not have focus tokens. Not today. Not yet. Tokens for remotes win.
Can they use Hera's ability? I think Hera says ship though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So it looks like we've got number pink going into green Jedi Knight.
The 2 dice and 1 crit.
Number pink. The chat believes in you. Just got to get prepped. He's waiting. Lying in wait.
And plenty of dice there. Safe.
And then, yeah, we've got orange into pink as well. So
here we go. Continuing here. Orange H&P trying to do some work.
So, nope, not an arc for the use of... What were they looking for the arc for?
Hitting a crit.
The cannon. The sync laser cannon.
Here's the next response. Now, as we're waiting here, quick shout out to Bretness37 and plenty of evades for donating $25 to his local charity children's hospital after being incorrect in the GSP Charity Vader Challenge.
The Charity Vader Challenge. Yeah, so I've got a friend who's doing Just Giving at the moment, and so I sponsored him £100, 75 of which will go to Cancer Research UK, and 25 will go to the Critical Role Foundation.
There really is a pure crystal inside that furry heart of yours, isn't there, Darren?
What do you mean?
You're a good dude.
Yeah.
All right. Now
I like to hide it, but
Jonah's prediction there. I know it's unlikely to actually kill one, but half of it did show up there. We saw some bullseye action happening that round, so watch out for that bullseye action. It doesn't have to be a kill. 2 ships in the bullseye and a kill. And also, like you said, Brian saying number pink. If you don't know what we're talking about, you're just jumping in. We're talking about our brand new Foresight giveaways. Our commentators and producer making some predictions, some unlikely predictions. And if the scenario happens, we got some pretty big giveaways. We got some copies of Phoenix Cells, Sky Strike Academy, and Fugitives and Collaborators that we're giving away. And depending on who is right, if any of them, we'll give away the corresponding box to the Twitch chat.
Now, I'm not a statistics major, but if enough unlikely predictions are made, eventually one of them has to happen, right?
I mean, that's how it works.
Isn't that how math works?
Statistically, yes. But, I mean, we could just say Darkest Timeline.
I mean, Darkest Timeline, every single prediction becomes true. Dion has no more giveaways. All the stuff is gone.
I think that's the brightest timeline.
Is it? Is it?
Everybody gets everything.
No, we'd have
Dion's
to start
house,
Dion's selling
car,
our toys.
Dion's glasses.
I need those.
Half of Dion's mustache in a box framed on the wall.
No, you can't have my mustache.
What about your left ear?
Dion's left ear in a frame next to his mustache half.
I mean, if he's given up his glasses, he doesn't need his ear. That's all they're there for.
Yeah, what else is he doing that for?
You guys are hilarious.
Time for contacts.
Time for contacts.
I have them. I can't use them on the computer. Only when I'm working out or like not looking at a screen. Because I don't blink. When I look at screens, I don't blink. Same thing when I read music.
But let's be honest. That means you never wear them. When I'm working out or not looking at a screen.
Hey! I've been back in the gym for 3 weeks. 4th week is next week.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
What do we think these HMPs are doing, Dion?
HMPs. I mean, your easiest move right now. Let me go ahead and just double check this dial. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. I like the bank, but
2 bank towards green.
I gotta hurry up before they move. HMP. 1 bank, 2 bank. You know what? Do I want to say that? I don't hate the 1 forward, to be completely honest. I know that you're giving the V-Wings the back, but that opens up side slips next turn.
2 bank towards green, it opens up your side slip for next turn still. And it means that green can't slip away, because if they do the 1 forwards, green can quite easily slip away and get behind them.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to twist his arc.
They could also just stop. That's an option.
Yeah, I was going to say stop seems pretty good here, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm thinking going slow. Going slow. And remember, the HMPs can side slip while stressed. Like, that is a blue maneuver when that happens, guys. If they're doing the 2 bank or 2 hard. So
I don't hate that either.
We got 38 minutes left in our broadcast today. Actually, probably a little more than that as we do outros and stuff. But I want to say, make sure we get a quick thank you for everybody who's been with us. Let me know in the chat, how many out of 6 games have you been with us today? How many out of 6? Hey, Jonah, how many games have you been here?
0.
All right, I was try to set it up. The alley-oop. Not happening. All right, and decided on the 2 bank. Decided on the 2 bank. Here we go.
Almost like I had foresight.
All right. Well, that does end up. Is he going to flip the stabilizers? Oh, he's splitting them up. And that one is active. All right, so here we go. Dan Xureb. He's deciding to split up this formation a little bit. He knows he's in the obstacles. He's going to have to make some hard choices now. It looks like Did they just move? What?
Did that
What just
V-wing
happened?
arc dodge? I think he's just out of arc.
I think he's just outside of the purple. It's super close.
Which means unlikely to be taken out this turn, which means... Yeah, I mean, he's still not in a position to drop his Coronet, but it's just going to sit there and be annoying.
Has some potential to set up a target lock focus shot. Also has Besh. Remember, can spend that target lock to convert one of the focuses if he wants to hold on to a... if he wants to hold on to his focus for defense.
Yeah, and then we've got the barrel roll calculate from the Onderon Oppressor.
Barrel roll calculate. That is a stressful maneuver. And you remember that on-to-run oppressor ability, that is, the barrel roll calculate is not a linked action. It is off of the ability. It specifically says after you barrel roll or side slip, if you're stressed, gain a calculate token.
It's good because it means if you fail the barrel roll, you still get the calculate.
Sure? I don't believe you. It's just
Well,
after
why
you
wouldn't
barrel.
it?
If you fail a barrel roll, you didn't barrel roll. Didn't say after you attempt a barrel roll.
Don't quote the rules at me.
I'm just saying.
Somebody get D in here.
Judge.
I'm fairly confident that I'm right, but I've been wrong before. Now the
I mean, you might
green
be. It
green
is nearly midnight here.
Green Jedi Knight took the 2 bank, has some options now with the fine-tuned controls and their action movement, currently sitting in 3 of the 4 H&P arcs, and doesn't have a shot. What would they have to do to get a shot? Barrel roll to the right and then, to its left, our visual right, and then boost maybe? Nah. Okay, just gonna go ahead and arc dodge, or some of them. You're getting out of the teal H&P, you're still getting shot by purple, and you've gotten out of orange as well.
Yeah, but importantly, you're not getting hit by any missiles and things like that. So, but again, it puts you in a good position now to come in behind these HMPs.
Where are we going? Yellow Jedi Knight. Barrel roll. And going to the outside. Looks like yellow is setting up for some flanking action. Watch out.
Probably say a hard one here from red.
Yep, just keeping it casual. He has a lane right now.
He might as well fine-tune boost.
He's looking at number pink and saying, joust me.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that. You've only really going to take a return shot from orange and from pink. But again, you're forcing them then to split their fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, it's worth noting here that teal, it's very possible that teal and purple are getting ionized in, excuse me, that, you know, if this loyalist volunteer can get in front of them and prep for these drops, you know, I think this loyalist volunteer is in a really good position to be able to get ahead of one of these ships and drop this Connor net in the future.
It's so difficult though, with it not being,
it's not an action bomb. Yeah, but I think keep in mind just how, you know, the positioning on the board is. I think the loyalist volunteer, if Dan's not careful, he's got to constantly be checking where the end position of that ship is, so that the turn after, like the system phase after, he can't drop it on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think, and the loyalist volunteer is in a great position now because it's got its 3 hard turn that's open to it,
right?
But also the 3 bank.
And
so
here we
we've
go.
Got just 1 hit into the Green Jedi Knight. We'll have a reroll.
He's just going to shrug that off. He probably spends a calculate here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think that puts a clear target from the loyalist volunteer onto that purple HMP. Natty's out.
Disrespect.
Because now that purple HMP doesn't have any mods, and that is the one that's already taken a shield of damage. Oh, sorry. It does have 1 other calculate hiding underneath there. That's holding on to those calculates here. Oh, whiffs on the run oppressor. No luck. A single reroll. Only 1 hit going into the V-Wing. V-Wing shrugs it off. This might be the day for the Republic, folks. So nothing for the Green Jedi Knight, obviously. Blue and red might be able to double strike on pink, though.
On pink.
Gonna reach here from downtown. Clearly within range 3. unobstructed. Here's the roll. 3 dice. Just 1 hit.
Ooh.
Forcing a calculate spend.
Yeah, the interesting thing is with pink is here, I think you probably take the shot back into the blue Jedi Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment, we've got this Jedi Knight with the calibrated laser targeting. Probably spend it.
And here
No,
is
Tara's
the
choosing
roll.
not to.
Just going to hold on to it. And potentially
Personally,
another damage or going to rip
No,
the
you-
calculate. And he's going to go
you
ahead
take
and
the- you-
opt to take the damage.
Yeah, you take the damage because you've got the calibrated laser.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to deny that range bonus. The only problem is it means that you can't spend the calculate on. If you're calculating, the defender does not apply the range bonus. When do you apply the range bonus? Is that before modifying attack dice?
No, it's just when rolling dice. So he would attack, and if he spends it, then then he has the extra die.
Yeah.
So 2 hits rolled and plenty. Greens are really holding up for the Jedi. Whole lot of patty cake going on. We'll see when they actually start dealing some damage. By the way, no hate on patty cake. It's just it's you know. I don't
Sorry, what?
intend to hurt people when I play patty cake. All right.
So yeah, here we've got the.
And that's going to be 3 after spending if he chooses to spend. Could
I
also
don't think you do.
re-roll. He's going to
Yeah,
go for the re-roll. So was able to convert, and because of the synced laser cannon ability, there is no range bonus applied, and all 3 of those going in, that's half points already on the blue Jedi Knight. That's the only 7B Jedi Knight in the list.
Yeah, also the most expensive.
Mm-hmm. V-Wing looking to do some work. Range 1 on the purple HMP. Again, this is the only one that's been injured so far.
Dion, which of the HMPs fired that shot, by the way?
That was number pink.
Oh, interesting.
And what was your prediction, Farmer?
That pink would be the one at the end of the game, the last round, to deal a killing blow or half points to win the game. So we'll see. We'll see. But he's warming up.
He has a focus. Here's a string of 3. You know you're at least getting 1 on purple. And it is 2. 2 damage onto that purple HMP, losing a couple more shields. So that puts it at shields down. The hull is exposed. Exposed. Now, do we think that these HMPs just hit the brakes here? Stop and let everybody come in? They do have Kraken calculates available, so they'll have mods next turn if they really need them. Oh, but Teal can't stop. You're right. You are right.
I think it's difficult. I think
That stop puts them in the danger zone for the Connor net, right?
yeah. So I think teal probably does a 1 forwards.
Yeah, you're right.
Purple probably does a hard 3 side slip to the ship's right to bring
Okay.
it back around so that pink things can't get behind it. Orange probably does a hard 3 to its left around this debris.
Mm-hmm.
And pink, I don't hate just a 1 forwards.
Yeah, 1 forward there. Yeah, I mean that he doesn't have much choices. You can't, even though the repulsors are open, you don't have room to side slip there. Remember, you cannot side slip back. This is not a fire spray with their fancy barrel rolls. He's gonna have to go forward, and meet these Jedi Knights here. Now, the yellow Jedi Knight probably one hearting, right? Like if pink doesn't stop and just scoots forward, that's going to be triple Jedi Knights dealing damage to that pink HMP gunship.
Yeah, and that's where I think bringing orange around to kind of come this little box that's going between the Jedi and the HMPs. Bringing orange around there is quite important, and you could probably get teal in as well. I don't know whether they've got any. Do they have? Is the 2-bank blue on them? I don't believe it is on any. I don't believe there is a blue bank maneuver on any droids.
No, they don't. They have red 1 banks, white 2 banks, and red 3 banks. Looks like they're ready to move on to the next round. I also want to remind everybody at home, we'll be live again tomorrow for the top 16 dice rolling at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. New York time. Steven Spike says, "You mean Star Viper, right? Did I say of the wrong ship?"
I have no idea.
I don't either.
The interesting thing is our clocks go forwards today.
That's why we always use timeanddate.com. This is not sponsored, but we use timeanddate.com per each day to count down, just so that it's very clear for each time zone where when it is for you. I said fire spray. Sorry, I'm starting to get really tired. I'm having to smack myself. I'm muting it so you guys don't hear it, but I am on the struggle bus right now.
Can we get some gunboats in the chat for Dion? He didn't get much sleep last night because he was working on galaxies, and he's really been powering through and doing a good job today. So thank you, Dion. We all really appreciate you and admire your work ethic, even when you're not feeling your best.
Woot woot work. I am turning off all the technology. I will not be reachable when this is over. for a few hours at the least. I'm gonna take a nice nap. I got it all planned out. All planned out. Is Bosk piling the struggle bus? Yes, 100%. Oh, Kellyanna coming in. I have to read it because, especially with all the subs gifted, it said, Dion, have a nice, refreshing pickle. Nice.
Ooh.
Nice, boo. Yuck. Farmer and I have pretty similar taste buds. I don't believe you're Team Pickle either, are you?
I love pickles. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? No. You were my brother, Farmer.
Well, the reason I was muted is I was just eating a sub and there were pickles on it.
No. No.
I'm super team pickle. Like, I don't know what you're like. I feel specifically dill pickles. I guess I don't really like sweet pickles.
I feel betrayed.
So back to the game.
Oh yeah, this guy back to the game.
Back to the game. But speaking of the games, speaking of pickles, Dan is in a bit of a pickle right now.
Oh, all right. Look at this guy. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna side slip through. I like it here, though. He's got to watch out. If yellow just did a 1 hard, that fits, fam. That is a range 1 yellow Jedi in the bullseye CLT. Sadness, full sadness.
And that's the thing with the blue could again just do a 1 bank and barrel roll to be out of the arc. That's why I much preferred just the 1 straight there for the pink Geonosian prototype. Get clear of that debris and then next turn do the side slip.
Uh-oh. Watch out. V-Wing.
Smart play there because you're going to be getting some good shots. You have that debris cover. And if he stops with those and survives, he'll be dropping Connernet City on those other HMPs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see if they fall for it.
So purple, I think he's probably going to hard 3 side slip. Teal maybe jump. Nope.
Oh.
So choosing self bump there.
Okay.
So that he still gets the shot.
I don't think he's remembered about the Connernet. I really don't think he has.
I mean, he might have done, but he was going to take it anyway. Like, if he'd have bumped into the V-Wing, he'd have still taken it next turn. At least this way he gets a shot. It's not a terrible place for him. He's got to calculate from Kraken.
Now, the ionization foresight prediction was that a ship would be ionized into an obstacle. So I don't think that's going to be happening.
Well, to its death. That was
to its death. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yes, to die. Ah, yes, very small written there. To die, in my notebook.
I mean,
but
it still happened with a.
Green has a real nice shot on teal right now.
Okay, it looks like the yellow Jedi here opting to head towards the bottom of the board. Looks like we're getting a strategic strike into the teal HNP. He's going to get Connor netted next turn. Got a couple of Jedi out there as well with range 1 shots. At least one of those is bullseye. Ooh, did bump with the blue Jedi though.
Pink, safe. Excellent.
Now, for anybody who's maybe newer to the game, or you're just thinking about strategery, one of the things about ionization in and of itself, like the move or go one straight, is not necessarily always a bad thing. Like if it puts you in the position that you would be in normally, the bad part about it is the predictability. If your opponent knows where you're going to be, that is where somebody can just plan around it and say, you're going to be where? All right. Discipline him, right? You send in your ships to punish. Now, it is very fortunate when you're ionized and your opponent can't do anything about that. Like that makes opponents sad. But we'll see how Tara reacts in this upcoming rounds. By the way, shout out to everybody who has bought tickets for the Galactic Championships. My email notifications have been going off as you guys are doing that. Thank you, and looking forward to bringing you this series and so many awesome prizes. As we get the physical versions of the prizes, by the way, I'll be posting pictures and all that. Right now, we just have renderings up for most of the stuff, but it's coming.
I'm not too sure why he barreled all the way there with the red Jedi Knight.
Might just be he. That is clearly positioning for next turn. That is like 2 bank, range 1 shot. Hello there.
X-Wing is not a game of positioning.
Oh, today it is. And here we go. First shot. Purple Onderon taking this. Was able to roll hit crit.
So this is Magpulse Warheads.
Ooh, Magpulse. Is there a focus out there? There is. So no jam, no critical damage, but does end up forcing him to spend the focus token. And now there's 3 other shots potentially coming in. And this is the Onderon Oppressor who measured range. This is teal. Going to decide where he wants his shot to go. Yeah, he's got some. He's checking where the locks are right now, where he can get some mods. I mean, do you just take the? Well, what's he pinging over there?
Going with the Diamond Boron.
Diamond Boron, range 3.
Into blue.
He's got a roll. He's got 1 calculate. Not going to convert all 3, but is going to have 2 for hit crit. Here's the roll. And that is going to be hitting at least for 1. So Diamond Boron Missile. After this attack hits, you can spend a charge, an additional charge on the card to force him to roll a die and take potential additional damage. Is he going to do it? He is. And that's an extra damage there on the blue Jedi Knight. But the the pink Geonosian needs to do it too. But he has plenty of health there. So using that as a resource. And that's a damage on the pink HMP as well. So 2 shields down there.
I mean, you don't really care about the 1 damage onto the HMP. The extra damage there into Blue Jedi Knight is great because it's put him on 1 hull.
Mm-hmm. Slowly.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tara's biggest gun.
All right, the Jedi strike back. So deciding to go range 3 here.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess going for half points. Orange is untouched at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I think that is the reason there. I'm surprised. I mean, with 15 minutes left, I don't think it's a bad idea to go ahead and split up the fire here a little bit.
No, Tara's got to try and get some points.
No, see, I really he's got some pretty clear flight paths to the Onderon Oppressor. I think Tara is potentially leaving a kill or at least a half pointing of Onderon on the table here. Natties.
Yeah, I think she probably should have taken the range 1 shots into the Onderon Oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
And just piled on.
Here's that.
Well, the
range.
advantage here for Tara is half of those Onderon oppressors are worth more than the half of that 7B. And half of a Geonosian's worth more than half of the Jedi Knights.
Yep. I would have preferred yellow to go into the Onderon as well because you can get 3 shots into it next turn, especially because it's ionized.
Yeah. I mean, we might see the end of the red Jedi Knight here. No force, no focus.
To be clear, it's not ionized yet. It's potentially going to be if they remember the Connor net.
See, going into blue Jedi Knight here, he only needs 1 to go through. Probably going to do it. You don't spend it, you keep it. Oh, yeah,
got 3.
Wow.
And is that a dead ship?
Yep.
Gone.
Yeah, those sync laser cannons coming in clutch there.
And that's sort of the tough trick about fighting these HMPs too, right, guys? That you can spend you can spend half the game positioning yourself to take them on, and then when you finally do, once you get down, you don't have enough time to catch back up. You jockey for position, for position. It's almost like you don't want to go in a straight joust with them, but you gotta get in there quick.
Yep. And that's another 3 right now.
Yep, so we'll get the range bonus now on the red one.
And
should roll 1 extra die. Red should have an extra die, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Should red not have an extra die there because the synced laser cannon they spent the calculate?
Yep.
It's range 2. So no, that was the correct number of die. I will shut up.
Sorry, I accidentally popped in here instead of the other table with the players. I was like, hey, guy. Oh, okay.
Here's the V-Wing taking some shots. And that crit lands, but there's still a shield left on there. 1 away from half.
Got a couple of these things 1 away from half too. So even though you lost that blue Jedi Knight, that sucks. You're in an okay spot with the rest of your ships, especially because you're about to get another shield down with that Connor net, I believe, on Teal. So you're really close to getting half on a lot of these HMPs.
Yeah, the problem is Teal's only lost 1 shield. Like, you need to do a damage to purple and a damage to pink to get your half points there.
Yeah. And what we probably have 2 rounds left.
I mean, what's the damage to purple? Damage to purple gets you 25, 26 points. Damage to pink gets you 22, so that puts you on 40. What's that? 48 points.
Hold on, something we have to fix here. The red Jedi Knight has been halved. There is a shield and a card down there that we missed along the way.
Oh yeah.
So that is that score is 69-0. By the way, Lambolo in the chat asking, do I have any other goodies for today? I don't have any other goodies for today besides our Foresight giveaways, but I'll tell you that we got a pretty sweet ship on the docket for potential giveaway tomorrow. I have saved what, in my opinion, was one of the best pink cast ships, and it is the last pink cast ship that I have in the inventory. This is one that I am a huge fan of. Honestly, almost didn't put it in the giveaways. I was so close, but I've decided to part ways with it because this is the way. I like giving stuff away, and I think y'all are gonna be hyped when you see it. Okay, if you were a fan of the paint cast, you might have noticed what ship has not been given away. Okay, you might know. I would say hold this to yourself. See if you're right tomorrow. But trust me, it is. Oh my goodness. Again, one of my favorites. Anybody from the Paintcast know what it is? Anybody? Don't say what it is, but give me a yes or no if you know, if you were a frequent Paintcast viewer.
Give me that Connor net.
The Connor net. Oh, I want to see it so bad.
This has been a pretty well, what round are we on out of like, I feel like we haven't had, what is this, like 6 or 7?
It's a little bit more than that. They spent quite a few, little jockey here, little jockey there. This is probably like 9. It's probably like 9.
Feels like 7.
I don't think it's been a particularly slow pace of play. It's just
no.
A lot of positioning in this game,
Yeah.
which you'd expect with obviously double repositioning ships and the ones with side slip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of thinking for sure.
Yeah, there we go. The Connor net.
Drop them like they're hot. Here come the Connor net. Now remember, with these the system phase drop, even though if it hits the Jedi Knight, it doesn't affect both of them. The dropper chooses, and of course they're not going to choose their own ship, so that's going to affect the Onderon Oppressor. It'll get assigned an ion token. It still executes its dial maneuver right now, and it will be ionized for next turn.
That's why Darren stocks potentially up for Darren's call, maybe, depending on what it did.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Because it could have like one hull after this and then execute its maneuver and roll a crit. Or, we'll just have to see.
Orange, side slipping.
I so hope my prediction's correct.
Be really cool if it was.
You will be not only the namer of the Foresight giveaways, but the first Foresighter. I don't know. The first correct Foresight prediction.
I have seen through the lies of the Jedi.
Oh, pink is going to go ahead and hit that. That's going to be a stress and rolling for damage. Only takes damage on crits for debris.
Gets a crit.
I mean, it's happened.
No.
Not today. And the V-Wing just looking to get out of the way here. Maybe a barrel roll target lock, I think. Is that an option? No, barrel roll is red on these guys, right?
Yeah, it's got boost target lock.
Boost target lock. Okay, so yeah, that's not an option.
You do the barrel roll. Yeah.
Yes, Teal did take a damage in the last engagement, and it's down to 1 shield. And gonna go ahead and barrel roll to the right. He's trying to block up that Onderon Oppressor potentially.
Oh, Trying to get Darren's prediction. That's what he's doing.
That's this is Tara saying for the people. Oh yeah, the damage was from the counter net. Excuse me. A stop for the purple HMP. Opening up those repulsor stabilizers. And what's the call here? Oh, hops over.
Ooh.
The V-Wing has a range 1 shot. Hello there. And is going range... Oh, man. The V-Wings don't have a 1 forward, do they?
I don't think so, no.
I think the slowest is 2. Oh, man. That means the V-Wing's not going to be able to get a shot next turn on that teal HMP on the round oppressor. Second shot.
So disappointed that it's not going to go over an object.
But, I mean, we'll see how this round turns out, guys. But, you know, Terra still has definitely an opportunity to take the lead here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who was that in the chat? H. Constanza saying that they got their order from the Asmodee store, and they sent them the wrong pack. They got Sky Strike instead of Scum. Maybe you know what? Maybe you just got free extra ships when you call. All right, yellow
Let's see
Jedi
what this
Knight.
engagement phase looks like, guys.
Oof, man. 69-0. These HMPs are 50. Let's see. The teal one is 59 points. Purple is 53. I mean, you take them both out, and you're in the lead. You get 1.5, and that puts Tara ahead as well. This game's not over. We got to see what the dice say. Now, the HMPs do have amazing time on target, and there are shots for every single one of Dan's HMPs. Lock being set up here on the teal HMP. Now, this kind of goes back to last turn, though. You know, he didn't focus fire. Tara didn't focus fire onto the teal HMP. This one could have been almost off the table, but we'll see. We'll see what they get here. 3 minutes and change left on the clock. That teal HMP getting a shot, and that is 1 hit.
We'll have the reroll.
I love this stack.
And 2 hits. We are rolling for defense, and there is a single eyeball in there. Just use the force. It's correct choice.
Yep, no damage, which is good.
Purple here, you're going to find Mag Pulse. Yeah.
Yep, you have the lock set up. Do it.
Absolutely.
That's a 3 dice attack.
You've got the calculate.
Yep, no reason not to.
Ooh, 2 hits. Networked aim. Didn't get anything there. The CLT Jedi has 3 agility dice, and spend the focus. You have to.
I mean, if you don't, you're getting jammed anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't want any of that. It's fine.
Jam, crit.
All bad stuff.
Yep.
And a deplete. So, yeah, you just know.
I'll tell
so
you,
now the Jedi get to go, right?
Mag Pulse Warhead, I think, is undervalued, by the way. Just quick
Mag Pulse
take.
Warhead's incredible. Especially if you can get it in a list with Kylo.
2 focuses.
Spend the lock.
Spends the lock.
All of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better result. 2 hits. And are there any calculates over there? I don't think so.
So that is half points.
Got half. Points are on the board for Tara. After the Onderon Oppressor takes a shield and a card. 69-30.
Nice.
The Jedis can keep it going.
Sure can.
Unlikely to get an initiative kill here, but it could happen.
Yeah, I don't get why she didn't go with green first. Because if green can half points on the purple Onderon Oppressor, then you go range 1 into teal.
Well, I mean, it's a target. It's a firing order mistake there.
What I'm waiting for, guys, is for the green Onderon to die, purple to get halved, and then pink coming in to get the points back.
That's right. That foresight prediction. Here's range 1 in the bullseye. The focus is gonna matter here for sure, and that's gonna be 3 hits. He does not have a lockout there, so just 3.
So that's gonna be half points.
And yep, he can block 1 or just hold on to it for offense. Points wise,
no, he's already shot. So I think you still keep that calculate. Like
Yeah,
you're giving up half points anyway.
but he's going to get to carry it around to the next turn because of Kraken, by the way, for anybody who's confused.
If there is a next turn.
This is true.
I don't think.
Oh, man, that could be... Wouldn't that be full of regret?
Event timer did just go off.
Ooh,
Yeah,
then
the
this
game
is
clock's
the
about
last...
to go
This
off.
is the game.
Yeah, there's still
Time.
2 ships to fire. So.
Didn't 1 damage get dealt to teal? Did I miss that?
Teal's at half points.
I thought teal lost another one from the red shot into it.
It did.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It did. It should be down to... It's
but
down to 3.
irrelevant.
Yeah. So that gives a hope to that loyalist.
You're saying there's a chance.
No. Well, yes.
All right, here is the orange HMP taking its shot. Oof. 1 networked aim. Has 2 calculates available. Spends them both.
Is this into red? Or is he going to yellow?
5 dice is into yellow because it's in the front arc. And shakes it off.
No big deal.
You go into the loyalist volunteer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best chance of getting half points. You need to do 1 damage.
And rolls. Only 1 there is a networked aim and got 2.
Doesn't have a calculate, so...
And that's going to be a damage on the V-Wing. There's half points.
Half points from pink. Does that win the game?
If this loyalist volunteer kills teal, I don't know if that counts.
Here, going into teal, range 1, a single crit.
Purple's halved, by the way, Dion.
Oh, purple is halved. Sorry, that we didn't pick that up. So down to 2 hull. Single crit goes through there. And it is a damage sensor array. No double. So 85 to 57. Is that the final? That's it, isn't it?
Yep.
GG.
I was close on my prediction.
Oh, it was close.
I was close. I tried, chat. I tried.
That was really fun. We're going to definitely be bringing those foresight predictions back. That was awesome. Okay. Fantastic.
Oh, I miss you guys. I'm looking forward to being able to do some traveling next year.
Soon. Well,